Shirley Rumford was a woman willing to give so much of herself to her family, her friends, and her community. Her sharing and caring for the well-being of others is the reason we celebrate her life and the work that has made this community a better place to live. Shirley Pierce grew up in Carbondale. Living right around the corner from her grandparents, family played a big role in her life. The eldest of 5 daughters, her mom was a homemaker, and her dad worked at various jobs including the railroad and Gentex. As the big sister, she helped her mom do chores and take care of her siblings.
Well, being the oldest, every time my mom took a picture of me, I was holding a little sister by the hand, and I kind of did look after them. That was my job.
The family loved the city and their way of life. Shirley went to Carbondale area schools in the early years, including the John Marshall and the George Washington, and being from the city's first ward, attended Fell Township High School in Simpson. During her school years, Shirley admits she was very shy and didn't get involved in many activities.
I don't know. I think I led a very quiet, subdued life. It seems like I was home, and we had pretty strict rules, like we didn't just go out running. You had to have your work done before you went out.
The downtown area of Carbondale was vibrant during the 50s, and as a teen, Shirley would take advantage of the movies and dances that were a regular occurrence there.
Went to the movies on Saturday with my friend Barbara, whose father was the manager at the Majestic Theater, and then after the theater would take us home in the rumble seat of his car.
After graduation, Shirley got a full-time job at the Big Chief Market.
Yes, it was not a situation where you just got paid and kept your money. You had to help with the family because there were 5.
One of her regular customers there was Bob Rumford, another Carbondale boy who would make excuses to come into the store to see Shirley. After a while, they started going out.
And that was what you did back then. You went downtown at night, and you kind of just walked up and down Main Street and talked with friends. That was going out.
Bob went into the service but came back to marry his sweetheart in 1958, and they started a family. Living with her mom and dad after Bob returned from service in Germany, he was called back to duty during the Berlin crisis and stationed at Fort Meade, Maryland, where they lived for a time. With Carbondale in their hearts, however, they soon found their way back to the city and bought a home on Washington Street, where they lived for almost 50 years. As the family grew to 5 boys and 1 girl, our quiet, low-key Shirley found her voice and her community spirit.
I just got very kind of bold, I guess, and got myself out there. I don't know. I was never really loud, but although my kids think I am. But I was never really loud, but I just kind of found myself. I like being there. I like to be a part of things.
She became active in Carbondale PTA, serving in every office. She was a founding member of the Carbondale Area Band Parent Association and an active volunteer at the flea market for the Trinity Episcopal Church.
I did join everything, and I liked it.
But it seemed as though much of Shirley's volunteer efforts were focused on the Greater Carbondale YMCA. Her children spent time at the Y playing basketball and swimming, and she got deeply involved with many activities there. As chair of the annual Mum Sale, organizer of the craft fair, founder of the bi-weekly coffee Klatch, and longtime member of the board of directors. Even as she was working as assistant district manager of distribution for the Scranton Times-Tribune, caring for her husband, raising her 6 children, enjoying her 11 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren, Shirley still found time to dedicate to the Y.
Well, I like coming to the Y, and I like what they do. I see a lot of people come here, and I don't think they go a lot of other places, but you're able to come here without a problem. And so I just help as much as I can. I know that they're doing good for people.
Shirley Rumford will be remembered as a woman of energy, strength, and courage, and the ability to get things done in a community that she loved and that so loved and respected her.